All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Other Half Brewing Company, and they're out of both Brooklyn and Rochester, New York, and this is their Eternal Daydream. So this is another one of their Imperial Oat Cream IPAs that comes in at 8.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just over 1 month old. So this is brewed with Simcoe, Idaho 7, El Dorado, and Citra Cryo. And yeah, oat cream just means they're using a bunch of oats, a little bit of lactose, and this one sounds right in my wheelhouse, so we will see if that is the case. Let's give it a pour. When it comes to Other Half, their oat cream IPAs rarely miss for me. I mean, some of them are better than others, but more often than not, you're adding a bunch of oats and a little bit of lactose. You bump up that sweetness to accentuate all the jammy fruit qualities that you get in, so many New England style, and in this case, a double IPA. Yeah, can't really go wrong. Anyway, pours out this honey orange color, a little bit darker than usual. Has about a finger of this off-white, creamy colored head. Looks like an Other Half beer. Let's get a nose. Yeah, that's nice. Ooh, this one has a real big dankness to it for me. Yeah, herbaceous, dank, almost like basil-esque in the nose. Underneath that, though, nice peach qualities, orange. Yeah, like a ripened peach, maybe a little bit more to the core of the peach. Sweeter orange vibes as well. There's a fruit here that I'm not really grabbing all that well here on my nose. It's a fruit that I kind of get with Idaho 7 hops, and I know Idaho 7 for a lot of people, that's like a hop that kind of works for some, doesn't work for others. For me, it all depends. In a situation like this where you're using 4 different hops, I think it's fine. Single hop Idaho 7 beers haven't been my favorite, but there's a weird, like fleshy, over-ripened kind of almost stinky fruit quality. Yeah, but it's pretty good. I mean, it has a nice, fruity quality to it. Definitely has that herbaceous, dank, almost basil-like character. Smells pretty good. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Pretty good. Couple things. Number one, that herbaceous dankness is definitely carried over. And this actually has, for me, more of like a almost moderate bitterness on the back end. Body on this one, 8.5%. This is like higher side of medium body, perfect. The mouthfeel, if you've never had an Other Half oat cream IPA, you owe it to yourself to try it at some point because the mouthfeels on these are just out of this world. So soft, smooth, and creamy. Just the lactose is really bumping up just the creamy aspect to this one, and then all those oats, just the soft smoothness to it. I mean, this is not like undercarbed or flat or anything. It just has such a great mouthfeel to it. It's so easy to drink. Yeah, so a lot of the fruity qualities now I'm getting in the taste are more citrus. The orange carries over. There's a little bit of like a zesty grapefruit, like a zesty tangerine. And then there's also that closer to the core peach, apricot, mango things. Definitely stone fruits in this one for me. Then it has like a fleshy papaya. Maybe that's what I was thinking about in the nose, but more often than not, when I'm drinking papaya, or when I'm drinking a beer and I get papaya, I usually can pick out papaya. Now in the taste, maybe that's what I was smelling, but in the taste it's different. Halfway through the palate, though, is where that herbaceous, dank kind of basil hits, and yeah, it definitely has like an herbal component to it. And that lingers out, it lingers on the rest of the palate. And then this finishes, I'm gonna say straight out moderate bitterness for me, semi-dry with some residual sweetness. The lactose is just really hitting this mouthfeel. Sometimes with these beers, the lactose provides like a vanilla kind of quality to it, not in this one for me. 8.5%, you can't even tell. It's so easy to drink. That's the most impressive thing about a lot of these Other Half beers, is that a lot of their Imperial oat cream IPAs or Imperial IPAs in general, they're 8, 8.5, somewhere in that range, and they drink like they're 6. Like outside of a slight stomach warming, I can't even tell you that this is like over 5 or 6%. The only noticeable difference between this and say like a 5% beer is honestly the body. Yeah, really easy to drink, really tasty. I wish there was a little bit more complexity to this one. Now I'm getting a little bit of vanilla from lactose. See, spoke too soon. Like, oh, I get a little bit of vanilla on the back of the palate, which actually enhances it. Now I'm getting like almost like peach creamsicle vibes or something to that nature, or even orange creamsicle, because there is a, you know, zesty orange and like tangerine going on. I will say for this one, this is not my favorite Imperial Oat Cream IPA or anything like that, but it's definitely well made, quite tasty, and I'm gonna have no problem throwing the rest of this one back. So Eternal Daydream from Other Half, I'm gonna give this a low 4.25 out of 5. I'm gonna go 4.2 out of 5. Really good. When I first started drinking, I'm like, this is probably in the 4 range, but as that lactose started to kind of bump up, with that vanilla at the end there, and I started drinking on and get a little bit more fruit qualities, definitely bumped up the score for me. So 4.2 out of 5 for Eternal Daydream from Other Half. If you had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Price and availability, $20 a 4-pack, so $5 a can. That's kind of the going rate for a beer like this. And then availability, wherever you see Other Half in New York State, which is usually some of the bigger cities. Here in Western New York, specifically Buffalo, they're starting to do some mobile can releases here and a couple local bottle shops. Brewed and Bottled Loose in New York, which as of I'm shooting this review, they just closed their location, and they're going to be moving in a couple months just down the, really like a couple doors over to a new location. But they've been getting drops of Other Half like every couple weeks. Aurora Brewworks in East Aurora, New York, they're getting them here in Buffalo. Same thing, usually every couple weeks. But for the most part, these are brewery only unless you are in a bigger city where they are doing mobile can releases. Then you can find them. You can also trade for them, obviously. But yeah, anyway, really good beer. If you've had this one before, like I said, let me know what you think about this one. Another Oat Cream IPA. Damn good. I enjoy it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.